Hey guys, Jeremy Whittington here from Thinkaholics. I'm here with Juan Castro, an account executive with New Voice Media. So Juan, what can you tell everybody about what you guys do?
Sure. So I work for New Voice Media. We're a global CTI provider focused on Salesforce exclusively. So we provide inbound and outbound telephony solutions that integrate directly with Salesforce for contact centers and for inside sales teams.
Okay. So for maybe some of the people that don't know what CTI is, can you just kind of explain that real quick?
Sure. It's a computer telephony integration, right? So it's the idea that you're going to integrate an existing phone system with Salesforce with no direct plugins, no hardware, no software, no downloads. We try and stick with a true cloud mantra. And the idea is you want to get all the data associated with your contact center and inside sales teams inside of Salesforce, and also automate as many of those processes as you can to have a more efficient sales team and a better customer experience.
So let's say I get a call, right, and it comes in. How does CTI help that?
Yeah, great question. So what happens is when a call comes in, we'll actually route calls based on Salesforce data. So if somebody owns an account in a sales scenario or owns a case in a service scenario, we'll look at that data and actually deliver that phone call to an existing phone system along with a screen pop of a customer standard object to give the agent or sales rep the relevant information in real time about the caller and hopefully resolve it quicker.
And can you also use it to make calls out, or?
Yeah, of course. So we have a click-to-dial feature, right, and also an automated dialer that will actually prioritize itself based on Salesforce data. And again, the idea is to have a more efficient process so you guys aren't manually dialing. They're focusing on the conversations, making them clearer, more relevant to their hopefully their customers, and also, again, automating the process to get the data inside of Salesforce to give managers visibility into best practice and performance.
Yeah. So like, let's say I need to call a customer and I got him on the screen and I got to type it all in and just click instead,
exactly.
Right?
Much easier. I mean, it really does make that process more efficient, and honestly, it gives better data back to the business, because if you're not logging that information, you really have no idea the steps that your reps are taking in terms of performance and productivity. So
okay,
sales
so
like it and managers like it as well.
So not only does it just make the inbound or outbound easier, but it actually logs the fact that that's going on.
Yeah, so we created an activity record automatically that gives you length of call, time of call, and all the associated metadata that you like, so that sales managers can leverage reports and dashboards inside of Salesforce to look at what their reps are doing, who they're calling, what accounts they're calling into, and hopefully to identify trends that are leading to more closed business.
So, and you mentioned phone systems. So does it work? Like, do I have to have my headset on with my computer? Does it work my phone, my cell phone? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, another great question. So we can actually integrate with any existing phone system and also offer telephony solutions. At a high level, folks will move their numbers to New Voice Media. It'll hit our cloud. We'll do that Salesforce data dip to determine who should receive that phone call, and then deliver the call to any number on any platform out there. So to the phone system, it looks like just another incoming phone call. But again, since we're holding up that leg of the phone call, as it's called, we can push that data inside of Salesforce the minute that call's over.
Okay. Now, what if I wanted to use a headset on my computer? Does that work as well?
No, I use a headset all the time. So I'm a sales guy. I can't sit down so I can walk around the office. So I can either have a USB, I can have an actual hardset with a headset, I should say, on top of that. Really, the options are endless in terms of actually the telephony endpoint you want to use.
Okay. What about mobile?
Yeah, so we actually integrate with Salesforce One Mobile, so we can, instead of calling through the native dialer in your iPhone or your Android, you just tap in the number, click to dial from the Salesforce One Mobile application, and we're again going to write that data back to Salesforce. So guys like me at a trade show or on the road, I can make a phone call and still make sure that it gets logged and take my notes against it.
What about, like, as managers, what do I get to see from all of that?
And it's pretty limitless, right? So the idea that Salesforce becomes that single version of truth because you're getting all your data inside of Salesforce means that managers can slice and parse their data as they see fit. One of the highlights that I sort of talk about with sales managers is, on the idea of outbound calling, the best time to call. So you can actually disposition phone calls inside of Salesforce, determine when meetings are being booked. We actually shifted our calling times up about an hour and a half in the morning to, I believe, 8:30 to 12:30, just based on our historical data. So it's those types of insights that hopefully drive more revenue and more conversions, and that's what sales managers ultimately, I think, are looking for across the board.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So if people want to try it out, what's the best thing for them to do?
Yeah. Go to newvoicemedia.com. You can request a demonstration. Send us an email. Juan Castro. You can email me as well. And yeah, we'll definitely get somebody in touch with whoever wants to figure it out.
Okay. All right, Juan. Thanks so much for your time.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah. Hey, if you like our videos, please be sure to subscribe and follow us on Twitter.